Wake the Queen. It's episode 14 of the Geekin on Walt Disney World podcast. Welcome back to the Geekin on Walt Disney World podcast, and I'm Curtis Stone, your host, and I'm here with my co-host, the smartest, the sweetest daughter in the world, Lindsay.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Lindsay, what's going on?
Nothing. A little bit of a rainy day today, but I'm happy to be here on the podcast again.
What about a little trip we have coming up soon?
Oh, yes, we're preparing for in like 3 days to go down to Walt Disney World again.
Well, we just moved our studio up from the dining room table to a spare bedroom, but it was full with Mickey Mouse suitcases.
Yeah, the room where we're recording, it was just, I probably had 7 suitcases in here, just lined up just before we'd start packing them. So.
Yes, so we've had a little work to get started for this podcast today, but it's all good. And we're excited, as usual, to have a guest and a very special friend of ours, a close friend of ours. Mm-hmm. And we've known Judy for a long time. Judy Ludwig is here with us, and I don't know if you know this, Lindsay, but Judy actually was a soloist at our wedding 25 years ago, so very appropriate in our 25th anniversary trip.
That is so
cool. Did I really?
Yes, did you know that?
That was your wedding I sang at?
There you go.
No, I remember singing at a wedding, yes.
That's so cool.
We didn't get to touch base on that, but I verified that with Mom.
Wow.
Half hour ago.
That is so cool.
Well, I'm excited to be here, too.
Hi, Judy. Well, we know you're a Disney geek because we talk Disney all the time, and we're excited to have you here. What we're going to do is we got a couple things going on. We have a new segment, and we thought we'd let Judy comment on the new segment that we're going to have, and it's called Mama Says. These are things that our mom, my mom, or Lindsay's mom.
My mom, your wife.
She does a lot of research out there on the Disney websites and so forth. So she's been telling me a few things. I thought it'd be a good way to cover some of that stuff, and you guys can comment on those. And then we're going to go, and Judy has been a long-time visitor of Walt Disney World, even going back to the original opening of Walt Disney World, right, Judy?
Right.
And she's been taking down some notes to talk about that. So it's kind of been there the long time and now the new time trip, which she just went to recently. Mm-hmm. So we'll compare that.
Last summer.
Yes, you went last summer on a trip. And so we'll go over those two things and do a little compare. All right, so getting started with the Mama Says new segment. We'll see how this works.
Okay.
You ready, guys?
I'm ready.
All right, Mama says that we were a little bit worried that Tomorrowland Transit is going to be closed for a renovation, but she let me know just recently that one day, I think our very first day of our trip, it'll still be open.
Yeah, I was surprised that you didn't know that already because Mama told me like 3 weeks ago that it wasn't going down till the 2nd.
And here I've been in dark depression thinking we're not going to do the Tomorrowland Transit Authority. Judy, you like that Tomorrowland Transit Authority? You know what we're talking about?
Yeah, that's the one that goes through the Space Mountain.
There you go.
Yep.
That's
that's cool.
We've talked about that before. Yeah, it's relaxing.
That's very cool.
It's one of those things that we enjoy doing. It's very relaxing, and found out that it's going to be down for renovation for like 2 months. So we're actually fortunate that very first day we'll get a chance to ride it.
Maybe they'll put the old soundtrack in. We missed that one. The new voice is annoying.
I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know why.
Well, that ride is right near my husband's favorite ride in the entire park, which is the Carousel of Progress.
Oh, it's a good one. It's kind of funny, though. It's his absolute favorite out of all.
Yeah, it is.
That's great.
If we don't go with that, it's not a room.
Well, it reminds me, Judy, actually, I was invited to do a guest blog post for a friend of ours who does a blog called Living a Disney Life. That's Lisa Green. She's down in the parks right now, as a matter of fact. So she had a bunch of her friends, a bunch of her Facebook and social media friends. She's been a guest on the podcast, and she had me do a guest. It just came out yesterday on Tuesday. And I mentioned actually some of my favorites, or what do I call them? My the things I wouldn't admit to.
Oh yeah, guilty pleasures.
Yes,
my guilty pleasures. Yes, my guilty pleasures, and Carousel of Progress was high on that list.
Oh yeah, I like that one too, though. It's a classic.
Exactly. Okay, so
What else does Mama say?
Mama says that there's a rumor out there that Kona may come down for renovation, and this is out on the Tiki Man website, which is a really good website.
He's really accurate too, which is
So I don't know if the Kona restaurant might come down for renovation during all those Polynesian changes.
I think it probably will. I think we'll be able to catch it though, because they probably would have announced it, or
Will it
at
still
least
be
let us
Kona?
know.
Will it still be Kona?
I hope it is. Do you
That's
like the
one of
Kona, Judy?
I don't think I've ever been there.
Really? That's one of our favorites. I think we've done that probably almost every trip for the past 5 or 6 trips.
And we do have last minute advanced dinner reservation, or ADR as they're called. We just put that in for our very last day on our trip before we hit the airport.
We couldn't resist.
Yep. So that's a nice hidden gem that's out there at the Polynesian.
I'll have to try it.
Hopefully it'll still be the same by next time you get down there.
Right.
Well, even though we're experienced travelers, Mama says, hey, you got this. The Magic Band is all going to be a new experience for us. And we were wondering that, everyone's going to have a Magic Band. And
Right.
they're going to be charging up charges that all go to Dad's account. And her and I were talking about, I wonder if we can limit those or put money on them or something. And one thing we did look up was that something interesting, that there are limits to a maximum of what they'll allow charges on there, and it depends whether you're staying at a value, a moderate, or a deluxe resort. And a value is $500, moderate was $1,000, and the deluxe resorts was $2,000.
You gotta work really hard to charge $2,000 in one day.
I think that's a nice safety, though, right? Not one day.
Why are you buying
It's the whole trip. It's the whole trip.
Oh, okay.
So at least yeah, I don't know. If the girls
$1,000 a day? I don't think so.
Well, it's just nice to know that that's there. And I think we're going to actually go check the balance like every day, maybe pay it off or something. I don't really want to put too much on credit cards this trip.
Yeah, but we would do that because we like to split up on some days. So if someone goes off and wants to have their own lunch sort of thing, they can just use their Magic Band for lunch sort of.
That's nice.
I want to kind of check on what the kids are spending on Dad's dime.
I use my own money, thank you very much.
The other one that she was telling me about, which was interesting, is that apparently they did the new boats at the Pirates of the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. They added new boats within the last year or so. And there's people actually complaining they're getting soaking wet on the Pirates of the Caribbean because of these new boats.
Okay, I've heard this one before too, and I think people are overreacting, complaining, just being annoying. That's my opinion on that.
Well, we'll have to test that theory when we go down there next week.
You'll have to let me know, because when we rode Pirates last summer, they sure looked like the original old boats.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been there for a while too.
Yeah, I didn't notice any difference in the boats.
And I've gotten splashed on the old boats before too, so I think people are just complaining, being like exaggerating. I know, that was my other point. That's my other point though. If you're gonna go on a water ride, you have to think, maybe I might get splashed. you know?
Right.
So
yeah, it could be their imagination.
Yeah, they just want something to complain about.
I thought it was a quite, and Mom is known to exaggerate to some extent, so we'll have to test that theory out. We will report back.
Say, there's a puddle in the boat. Well, there were puddles in the boats before.
There always are puddles.
I know.
Now, the other thing Mama said to me, actually today she gave me a call at work to give me an update, but this is our 25th wedding anniversary trip, and we wanted to do the T-shirt thing, where everybody has a T-shirt that's exactly the same.
Crazy T-shirt people.
Right. Yeah, they know those crazy people you see in the park. You're like, wow, they're a little bit nuts. They all have the same T-shirt. And Harry, our oldest son, and his girlfriend, they're both artists. Mm-hmm. Harry's a graphic design artist, and Caitlin is a animation artist or caricature. She's just a really good artist. And they designed a T-shirt, and I posted that up on our Facebook page. So if
it's really cute.
I really like it. And they're actually working with someone that they know to get those printed up. The cost was actually pretty good. She was telling me, I'm trying to remember exactly, but it was like $15 per shirt.
That's pretty good for a nice printed shirt.
Right, and we're just keeping my fingers crossed they can get it done before Saturday.
I know.
So hopefully that will get done, and we will have those cool. My whole goal, my biggest goal with the T-shirt deal, is that when we get to Magic Kingdom, first thing for rope drop, we get there early enough, and I've heard from other podcasts actually that you might get picked to be the family of the day, and that could help your chances.
Yes, I've heard that too.
That would be awesome.
The problem is that me and Mom would be just blubbering the whole time while we're up there. We won't tell them that, of course, but if it were to happen.
I do have a little bit of a theory that they look for that perfect family of 4 with 2 adults and 2 smaller kids.
Yeah, there's 8 of us on this trip. So.
8 kind of adulty people.
All adults.
Everyone's 18 and over. Although I think that would be really cool because our shirts will say on the back that it's our 25th wedding anniversary, printed on the back. I think that'd be a pretty cool thing for them to have us up there.
Well, I think it would be an awesome thing if they do that.
Maybe we'll have to wear the shirt another time. We do have washing machines. We can actually wash.
And you have the shirts that I made you. I made you shirts too.
Yes, yes. And I haven't seen them since Christmas when you got them.
Mom pulled them out yesterday. You're okay.
Okay, I want to see it. I haven't seen it since I opened it up for Christmas. All right, another one from Mom says, now this is one that I knew a little bit, but she said, it's going to be, I actually looked at the temperature today. The 10-day forecast said it's going to be in the high 80s. She was saying it was going to be hotter than that, but, in the summertime, you got to stay hydrated, and you can really run up a bill buying waters and things, but for those of you that don't know, when you're in the parks, you can just walk up to any counter service, especially, and get ice. So if you have a little jug, you can fill it up with
you can get ice and water.
You can get ice and water. But the one thing she did say that you can actually go up to the soda stations that have water dispensers there and grab your water without any help from any cast member or anything. And that was a little. You looked at me like, "Oh, I already knew that."
I just thought that was common knowledge, but apparently some people don't know that. So
you can get free water in the parks, and I think they're doing that. They don't want people passing out.
They have to. It just gets so hot and muggy, and you need it.
And you got to keep drinking. So if you bring your own cup or something, you can just get ice.
Water bottle.
Water bottle, exactly. And that's a great strategy.
That's what we do.
Yep.
That's a great strategy in the summer. All right. I think that was it for Mama Says.
Yes.
Thanks, guys, for going with me on that. The other thing I wanted to bring up is the iTunes reviews are really important for people to get to know us and know that we're out there. And we just had a really good iTunes review. We got 7 out there already.
Wow.
Which is really exciting. But the one I wanted to read, and I'm going to bring it close to me, came from AP Carmichael, and she says, I love listening to Curtis and Lindsay. This is how I hope my DH and DD5, now that is short for, do you know what?
Disney husband and Disney daughter, 5 years old.
Yes. This is how I hope my DH and DD5 come to enjoy Disney together. Now that the trip reports are complete, I can't wait to see what other topics come our way. It's 11 o'clock at Epcot. Where will you be? We'll be looking for geeks at Mexico.
That's great.
She's listening to us because almost every episode we talk about the margaritas at Mexico for 11 o'clock.
Yep. Bright and early.
That's
Get up
true.
and have your margarita.
If we ever have a meetup, I think it will.
It would have to be.
All our geeks, all our listeners come for a meetup, and it will be at Mexico at 11 o'clock.
Yep.
All right, but if you keep giving us those iTunes reviews, it definitely. The other thing, Lindsay, if you go and search Disney World, we can really come up high in the search.
Yeah, we're in the new and noteworthy
in iTunes. Section. We've been in the new and noteworthy, so we're really all excited about that. We're getting a lot of downloads and having fun with the podcast. So you guys can all help us by putting those reviews out there. We appreciate it.
All right.
The other thing that just came up was a 24-hour party
for in
Disney World. We just had one of those 24 hours, and it made me think: are we going to be able to do some late nights when we go on our next trip?
I know you and I are. The last night we're going to Harambe Nights, and we'll be up for however long that lasts.
That's right. We're definitely going to do a night there because we were paying extra for that.
Yes.
I always have a great desire to do them, to go, but we always get up early and do the rope drop.
I know.
And can you go all day? Judy, are you a commando park goer?
No, I just kind of mosey along and enjoy the sights.
Well, that's one thing.
I like to be there for the rope drop and the opening on the train station.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
That's always great.
I love the mornings in the parks, and it seems to burn me out for the night times. But there is actually when we arrive on Sunday, Lindsay was telling me the park at Magic Kingdom is open till 3 a.m.
Which is not going to happen.
Which
I know that's not going to happen because I know I'm going to be awake for at least 24 hours beforehand, before I even get to Disney World. So.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do 3 a.m.
We've done it once, and it was great. Like, the rides were so much fun, and the park was like nearly empty, and it was just great. Yeah. Problem was that there was no food, no drinks available at all. Everything was closed. Like, the only place open was in Tomorrowland, and it was that smoothie milkshake place. And I was vegan at the time, so I couldn't even do that. So it was like, it was awful. So bring a snack with you, and make sure you have lots of water when you go down to the extra magic hours in the evening.
The big incentive for me would be, now today is May 28th that we're recording this, and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train officially opens today.
Oh.
So your fast pass.
I actually watched a podcast of someone who went on the train ride and had the camera in the first seat, and they did the whole ride.
Oh, so you've already technically been on the ride.
I've already seen it. I saw it yesterday.
That's great.
It looks awesome. I won't spoil what it is.
Don't, because me and my dad don't like spoilers.
Yeah, Lindsay.
I'm not spoiling it. You'll love it.
Oh, good.
Lindsay and I are in the camp where we don't want to know nothing until we go and experience it the first time.
No pictures, no anything.
But it must be done because they were right in the front car and they had the camera, the whole ride.
Oh, yeah.
It was great.
Awesome. You got me so excited, Judy.
Well, that would be the one incentive. I think late 2 o'clock in the morning, we might not have to wait in line to go on that ride. I don't know.
You don't know. It just opens, so you don't know.
Maybe it still will be a long 3-hour wait line at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right, Judy. So now we want to turn our attention to your trip reports, and we're going to take a look back to 1971, I think it is. Or 72. 72.
Wow.
Right.
Now, I know...
It kind of started in 71.
Okay. So my
husband, who was...
Yeah, let's talk
Ken,
about your
who
husband.
was actually my fiancé at that time, was in the Army, and he called me in October and said, this new park just opened up in Florida. Check it out. So I did. And called a travel agent. And we got married in June of 72. And we went to Disney World for our honeymoon. And it cost us $90 a person for 4 days at the Polynesian.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
We had tickets for all 4 days. That's when they had the E ticket and the A ticket for the rides. We got a luau out of that $90. And we each had $20 that we could spend on souvenirs.
Now back when the parks...
It was an amazing trip.
Now,
wow.
So it was just open. Now the Polynesian was open. Was the
and the Contemporary was open.
That's right. And obviously, only the Magic Kingdom was there.
And the Magic Kingdom, that was it. And in fact, when we drove down and we came in on the highway, the interstate, and there was a little highway sign that said Walt Disney World this exit, and that was it.
Wow.
That's so funny.
And you had to use a map to get there.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if I could back up a little bit, my grandparents lived in Florida. They owned a motel. And in the 60s, my grandfather started saying, somebody is buying up all the orange groves.
Oh, interesting.
Something big is going to happen because different people are buying all the orange groves. Well, it turned out that Walt was buying the orange groves, but he was having different people do it because he didn't want anyone to know that they were all being bought by the same person because he wanted the price to stay down.
That's really cool to hear.
He bought all his land.
Yeah, it's really cool to hear you tell that story. I've seen that story told. I think the actual attraction down at Disney World at Hollywood Studios, where they have One Man and His Dream, that's mentioned there at some during the movie or something like that.
But to have someone actually, someone who heard something about that is so cool.
That really validates it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so we did that first year, and then we didn't go back for 10 years.
Okay.
And when we got off the interstate this next time, it was like, oh my goodness.
Totally different.
And because it was all built up.
Now, well, tell me,
all built up.
what was the Polynesian like when it first opened?
Just like it is now.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
I go into the main lobby. I went into the main lobby last summer, and it pretty much looks the same.
Okay.
Some of the different restaurants and the kiosks inside are different now.
Yep.
it's all going to be different
but-
soon, so.
The fountain and the greenery and all that, it's pretty much the same. Although I heard somewhere they were changing all that.
It's
They're
gonna
going to redo that inside lobby.
Yeah, that's the rumor that everything's going to change.
Yeah,
They're
that's
taking
what I
down
heard.
everything. That we hear the fountains going out and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So,
But I also pulled up, I can tell you what was at Disney World.
Yeah, I was going to say.
oh,
If you went to Liberty Square, you could go to the Haunted Mansion, the Hall of Presidents, and the Riverboat.
that was it.
That was it.
Okay.
And in Tomorrowland, they had the Grand Prix Raceway, the Flight to the Moon.
What was that?
Do you remember that?
you go on
That was, oh yeah, and that really hasn't changed. That's, you go in now, and what is it now? That's
Space Mountain, you mean? No. that was-
Ditches, Lilo and Stitch,
Oh.
Ditches,
Okay.
same things, same seats actually. It seems like.
Oh, okay. They've changed that because it
And
was the
That's been
alien.
changed a
Yeah,
couple
and then
years. A couple
Yeah, and
times.
the Skyway.
Okay.
They had a Skyway that would take you from Tomorrowland to Fantasyland. It was like, a ski lift, buckets that went overhead.
Yeah,
oh,
right.
yeah, they got rid of that because it was dangerous.
Yeah, they got rid of that. Yeah.
Well, people were being dumb. That's why it was. They got
No, I don't know.
That's so cool. Did they
And-
have Splash Mountain or anything?
Oh, no.
I didn't think
Not
so.
that first year. Absolutely not. In fact, we were there many years before Splash Mountain came in.
Yeah, that's fairly new.
We were there a lot of years. What else?
Tiki Room,
Fantasyland, of course, It's a Small World was there.
Yes.
Right.
And Dumbo the Elephant, Peter Pan. They had 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which was a submarine that you would go in, you'd walk down and you get in the submarine. It never really moved, but it gave you the sensation that you were in a submarine. It was cool.
Oh, where was that? Do you remember?
That was over by the Grand Prix Raceway,
Okay.
over there. The Carousel was there, Mickey Mouse Review, Snow White was there, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and the Mad Tea Party, which is the spinning teacups.
Right.
So Fantasyland had it had the most.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I can remember being on Peter Pan's ride and getting on that and not realizing that you were going to kind of fly through the ride. It was really neat.
Right.
That is
And
so
I don't
fun.
think that's changed much either, but it's
No.
hard to get on that now because the lines are so long.
Yeah,
That's one that we do right in the morning, usually, right before anyone else
Yeah,
gets
because
there.
it's one of the slower loading rides.
It is.
Doesn't load too fast.
that's true.
And Adventureland had the Tiki Birds, which I
Right.
love. The Swiss Family Treehouse and the Jungle Cruise.
Okay. Yep.
That was it.
No pirates.
No
Yeah.
pirates.
No pirates.
Ooh, which
I don't
is
know when the pirates came in.
that's interesting because Pirates is one of Walt's
Original.
originals and one of the last things that he worked on for
Yeah.
Disneyland.
It might have like come in right after you had been there. So.
It could have, because I didn't, check back other years. But that's, I remember going on Pirates in California in 76 and thinking how different it was from Pirates in Florida. So we had been,
Right.
I had been on Pirates since before that.
Mm-hmm.
Because California Pirates has different different drops.
Yeah.
Was the park crowded to your thinking at that
No.
time? Okay.
Not really.
Especially not compared to today.
Yeah.
Yeah, not compared to today. I also looked up what it would cost if you're going to pay general admission to get in the park.
Yeah.
Okay.
General admission for in October of '71, $3.50.
Oh, wow.
That's like a joke. No,
And if you wanted to buy a 7 Adventure Magic Key ticket book, was $4.40.
so you can't even get a water there.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know what you can get for $3 or $4 there now. I'm trying
Yeah, not a whole
Pack
lot.
of gum, maybe. Oh, they don't sell
Not
gum.
a whole lot.
to pack of gum.
Not a whole lot. But I asked Matt, my son, my
That's
younger
great.
son tonight, how many times we've been to Disney World. He said 15 at least.
Wow.
I don't think we've been there quite that many, but we've been there close to that.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
But you're not any less of
Yeah.
a fan, though. We know that.
So you,
I am so jealous of you going Sunday.
I know.
so
I
you
know,
did
Judy.
take the kids. How many kids do you have, Judy?
I have 2 boys.
2 boys. So you went when they were small?
Yeah.
You took them back when you were small, when they were small.
Absolutely.
So what changed?
So,
what park?
go ahead.
What resorts did you stay at?
Well, we started by staying at the campground.
Okay.
Yeah, you stayed there a few times.
Yeah, we bought a pop-up camper that was, canvas sides, and we put an air conditioner into it because it was so hot. And we would stay at the campground, and then we bought an RV.
Okay.
With air conditioning, and we stayed there many, many times because with 2 boys, it was so much easier, so much cheaper.
Yes.
Yeah.
To stay there, we're paying like $30 a night,
Right.
and it was so close because you could hop the boat to the Magic Kingdom,
Yes, I've heard people.
or you
really
could take a quick bus ride over to Ticket and Transportation and hop the monorail.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
true.
so we stayed there many years.
You drove down.
And do you remember River Country?
No, I don't know.
No.
Oh, that was their first water park.
Right.
Oh.
It was at the campground, and it was part of the Bay Lake. And you take the slides and everything, and you'd be in the lake.
And I would say
I did not know that at all, so that's cool.
there probably weren't a lot of water parks in our
Probably
area.
not.
I can remember going as a little kid and thinking that was going to a water park when I was a little kid, 40 years ago, was a real special treat. I remember when I went to one in Misquamicut, Rhode Island, and I mean, you didn't really get a chance. There were none around here, so I got to believe for your kids, that was a special treat.
They loved it.
Water
They
park.
loved it. And it was so nice because we could just walk from the camper to the park.
Right.
That's nice.
It was just across the parking lot, park across the park.
Big upgrade.
And then they had, there's an island out in the middle of Bay Lake. That was Discovery Island. And that was like their zoo. And you could take a boat over there and walk through that.
Oh, wow.
And then they closed that and they went to the Animal Kingdom.
Oh.
But that was fun too.
But it's nice to know they were doing the boating transportation even back.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. They got to take advantage of those big lakes that they've got,
Yeah, it was great.
I want to do,
great.
when we go down, we're staying at the Bay Lake Tower near the Contemporary.
Right.
I really want to just one night, speaking of nighttime thing, just relaxing, go over to Wilderness Lodge for dinner, just counter service probably, and just check out.
That's where I want to stay next time we go.
Yeah, I know people love that resort. I've never stayed there. I just want to hang out over there and relax, maybe have a drink and cheese and crackers or something. But, all right, that's good. Any other good memories from
back in the day?
Well, one year we bought a passport, an annual passport.
Okay.
And we went 3 times that year.
Nice.
When was that?
And that was in 88 and 89.
Okay.
And what was so cool was that in April of 89 we were there, and we found out while we were there that MGM was going to open a week later.
Oh, you just missed it.
Oh, no, we've missed it. But then they came around and told us they were doing what's called a soft opening.
Yes.
And for $10 a person, we could go there because we were resort guests.
Nice.
So we went to MGM, which is Hollywood Studios, and there was nobody. And all the street actors were there. They were all practicing, and all the rides were open. It was amazing.
That is so cool.
It was so cool. Tower of Terror was not there.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think so.
But the great movie ride was there, and we went on that, and they were working out some kinks, and we kind of stopped in The Wizard of Oz. And we must have heard the song for 20 minutes.
That's really the most annoying part of the whole ride.
Yeah, but it was great. And they said, we're sorry, and we understood that, because they were working on something, and
Yeah.
we waited. It was kind of fun.
So we had 20 minutes of the Munchkins.
Yes.
Very nice. I think Mom would like
But
that.
it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. What else? And then I don't think I've ever been to Blizzard Beach. We went to Typhoon Lagoon a lot.
Okay.
But I don't think the last few times we went down, we didn't do the water parks.
We've done we've done Blizzard Beach one time, and again, Mom's not a big fan of the water parks.
Yeah.
I was little and I didn't even really care for it when we went.
Well, we thought, with so much in the park that it was just another, the kids wanted to be in the park. They didn't want to go to the water park. So we thought, that's fine.
We've been in that camp too.
Yeah, we haven't gone in a very, very long time.
We tried one time, and that was it.
Yep. And that was fine.
The campground?
No, the water parks.
Oh, the water parks, yeah. But speaking of the campground, my absolute favorite thing of Disney World is at the campground.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
And it's the Hoop-de-Doo Review.
Oh, yes. You've told me this so many times, and we're very jealous if we want to go.
We can't go to Disney unless we go to the Hoop-de-Doo. It's kind of like become a tradition.
That is...
We have to go.
Now, why do you like to go every time? What does anything change?
Because we love it.
Wow.
Just because, like...
It's the same show, the same corny jokes.
Right.
The food is great. You get a bucket of chicken, as many buckets of chicken as you want. Ribs.
I would like that.
Corn, all the beer and sangria and soda that you can drink. And you get strawberry shortcake for dessert, and you strum washboards. It's just a great time.
Yeah, that's one of those.
Just a great time.
I've heard this from other people, and probably maybe from you multiple times, and it's probably one of those things that we've never done that I really regret we haven't done yet.
And every
You
trip.
got to do it.
And I think we're planning a trip down in September with just 3 of us. Our problem is we're taking 8 people, and that's going to cost
That would cost too much for us.
$500-$600 to go.
Well, we got this last time. We got the dining plan,
Okay,
and it was 2 dinners to go to the Hoop-de-Doo. So we did it that way.
that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
We did
Makes
2
it easy.
sit-down dinners, and we went to the Hoop-de-Doo because we had 8 of us.
right.
Yeah. See, that makes sense, but like with the people for us who don't do the dining plan, it's just
Right.
too much.
We did the dining plan the last 2 times, and it's really worked out well.
Well, Judy,
Worked out real well.
let's move up 40 years or plus,
Okay,
and let's
about that, yeah.
let's talk about your most recent trip
Yes,
and who went down with you.
the entire family. My 2 sons, their kids, and my daughter-in-law.
Nice.
So there were 5 adults and 3 kids.
So you had
Nice.
8. And I know you stayed at the Art of Animation.
Yes, we did.
And obviously that must have been your first time there, right? Because it's
Yes.
brand new. Well, so what made you pick the Art of Animation?
And what rooms were you in?
We were in the Finding Nemo suites because they were the closest to the building with the food court, and also they surrounded the biggest and largest pool,
Nice.
which is beautiful. And we chose that because there were so many of us that for my older son with his 2 kids, in a regular room it would have been ridiculous with 2 beds and 2 kids and 2 adults.
Yeah.
And they say that you could put 6 people in the Art of Animation suites, which if you had 2 in every bed, you could. But 4 people was perfect.
Okay.
There's a master bedroom with a queen-size bed and a beautiful shower, a walk-in shower with the rain head. It's just, the tile is gorgeous. It's really nice.
Nice.
And then you when you first walk in, you're in like a little kitchenette, and it's all themed, and the bed drops down like the table becomes a Murphy bed,
Oh, cool.
a queen-size Murphy bed
Okay, right.
that my son slept on. So it was very comfortable.
Nice.
And there's a bathroom with a tub. There's a kitchenette with a refrigerator and a microwave and a sink. And then there's a living room area with a pull-out sofa. There's 2 TVs. It was really nice.
So you had 2 of those rooms?
Really, really nice.
So,
Huh?
so for 8 of you, you had 2 of those rooms?
We had 2 rooms, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And how
It
was
was perfect.
How was the theming? Like, was it overpowering, or was it just enough
No,
Disney?
it was really nice.
Good.
Really nice. And every day we'd come in. Casey celebrated his birthday, and we came back that day, and they had made a birthday cake out of towels and put stickers on it. It was really nice.
That's really cute.
Ken and I celebrated our anniversary, and they had little swans and hearts. And the people that took care of our rooms, they were wonderful. Every day there was a different little towel, washcloth design on the bed.
That's so special. I like that.
It's really nice, really nice.
Have you stayed at other value resorts?
Yes, and that one they said in our reading was closer to a moderate than a value, even though it's considered a value.
Right.
I think
We
you're
stayed
right.
at the All-Star Music,
Okay.
and it was nice. It was very nice. But the problem was there's 3 All-Star resorts.
Right.
There's only 1 bus.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's tough to get onto a bus.
Tough to get onto a bus, so you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting.
So was the
With Art of Animation, one bus to the resort. Never had to wait.
Nice.
Okay, so that was going to be my next question.
That's a good.
The
that's a
buses
good
were.
tip.
Yeah, buses were great.
Okay, good.
And
Yeah.
it kind of backs up the Pop Century. They're like behind Art of Animation, but they have their own bus service.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, I saw that in the map there. When you look, I'm looking.
Yeah.
I took a look. We buy the unofficial guide to Disney World
Right.
every year, and I have this year's. I'm looking at it a little bit. I'm just going to ask you a couple things that they point
Sure.
out here. They do a nice in their book. They have a little table here of strengths and weaknesses. And one of the strengths they say is obviously it's a newest of the value resorts. So you've already
Right.
talked about that. The one thing they say here is it's got the best food court of the value resorts.
It was wonderful.
Best food court.
How was it laid out? Did it have like different stations, or was it
Pretty much like the others
with
that
the,
we've
like
been
the
in.
touch screens? Did it have? Because I know the
Yeah, and everything was against one wall, and then the cashiers were kind of in the middle, and then there was all the tables.
All right, yeah.
So you could go. There was one where you could get pizza, and there was one where you could get your burgers, and another for just sandwiches. So depending, I think they had one for Chinese kind of Polynesian food. So you could pick whichever one you wanted to go to.
Nice.
A couple of things.
Yeah.
They say a scenic walking path around the lake. So how are the grounds? I'm sure it's a pretty big resort.
It's a very big resort, and we never really walked around other than the pool area.
Or did you have a long walk to the food court or in the pool?
No, because we were in the Nemo Suites. We
You're
were
right
right
there.
there. We go out the door, and we were right there.
Nice.
If you'd gone to Cars or Lion King, they were farther away, and then the Little Mermaid, which is the only building that is just regular rooms, was quite a ways. It was quite a walk.
Yeah.
Quite a walk.
They mention here innovative room design for family suites, which I think you've kind of alluded to.
Yeah.
How cool that
They
was.
were great.
They sound really similar to the DVC rooms with the big shower and the big
Yeah.
beds.
That's
Oh, the shower was amazing.
we really on our last trip that Lindsay and I went with. There's just Margita and her sister Renata. We had
The one bedroom.
we had 4 nights at Bay Lake Tower, but we had to pick another hotel to finish out our week, and we almost did Art of Animation just because being new. But then at the end of the day, we said, it would be so convenient to stay at the Contemporary and just walk down.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that's why we did that. All right, how about
Sounds
it
great,
says,
though.
excellent theming for outdoor areas,
Yes.
and the main pool has an underwater sound system.
Yes, it does.
Is that really loud? 'Cause
No, it's lovely.
The Polynesian has it too.
lovely.
did you go underwater?
Yeah, and you walk in from one end, and it's like walking into a lake. There's, it's just like toe deep, and the further in you walk, it gently slopes down until it's deep.
Okay, yeah.
And I mean, there's ladders at the deep end to climb out. And there were always people doing activities for the children. There are a lot of kids there, but it wasn't overpowering. But they were always showing movies at night. They had activities in the afternoon, organized games for the kids, water games. Kids were having a great time.
That's really nice.
My 2 younger grandkids loved the pool. They were in it every day.
That's
Every day.
Yeah, sometimes you get all excited as parents to take young kids, and then their first thing they remember is the pool.
Out of everything.
Exactly.
The most amazing electronics and
Most advanced technology
in the parks,
Yeah.
and they love the pool.
Yeah. This pool is beautiful. It really is nice.
I'm not surprised. I'll just glance over some of the weaknesses because I don't like to dwell on the weaknesses.
We don't
Okay.
like, we
And
don't
I don't
have to
think
be negative.
some of these aren't very weak anyway, but most expensive of the value resorts. Well, that makes sense
Because
because
it's more of a moderate.
it's closer
Yeah.
to a moderate almost. Terrible mobile reception in the rooms.
Did you experience that?
No.
Small standard guest rooms.
It depends on the carrier, though. Sorry, but talking about the phones. It does
Yeah,
depend
we
on the
didn't
carrier.
get down to the standard guest rooms, which is the Little Mermaid building.
No full service dining, which
No, there isn't.
that's
But
typical.
the food court, they have a nice food court, though.
Yep.
So,
They have a nice
I mean,
food court.
I don't see that as a big negative.
No.
And limited recreation, although you were just saying all of the fun activities that the
They had a lot of activities for the kids.
They probably meant for adults as far as it's like your room or the pool, but for the kids it sounds like it's wonderful.
It really was the room or the pool, exactly. But that was great.
I like, when I was working out a lot, I mean, some of these resorts, they have workout rooms, or you see the thing that cracks me up all the time is I see people actually getting up in the morning and going for a jog. I mean, honestly, do you really need more exercise?
Just walk around the park all day.
You're going to be walking all day long.
Those are diehards, and I give them credit, but
why?
I kind of chuckle. What do you need?
Go swimming or something. Just do something.
There's 10 miles to do in the parks.
I know.
I would definitely stay at Art of Animation again if I was going down with more than just for Ken and I to go. It wouldn't be worth it because it's such a big room. But for a family, it's absolutely family oriented. It's wonderful.
Yeah, we've always our problem was always being a family of 5. And we didn't have a lot of options back.
This would be perfect for a family of 5.
Exactly. And the last thing
Mom and Dad in the ensuite, shut the door, lock it, and the kids can have the rest of the room.
I love it. Now, the character meal, it says no character meals. And I think they're really stretching to find weaknesses, honestly.
That's not a weakness for me because we know how I feel about character meals.
they're trying to even out the strengths to the weaknesses in the count.
That's not a big weakness.
Yeah.
No, so I think overall you really enjoyed that.
And we found that the bus service was excellent, and it was in a location that it really didn't take very long to get anywhere.
That's nice.
We found that out at the All-Star, it took forever to get anywhere. That was except for the Animal Kingdom. But it was a long ride. This did not take us long at all.
Which park were you closest to, if you could think?
I think Blizzard Beach.
What about one of the actual parks?
I think Epcot. We're kind of by. It was kind of in the area of ESPN, kind of around that area.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But it didn't take long.
Any other big highlights? What are some highlights from that trip, Judy?
You ate the whoop-de-doo.
We ate the whoop-de-doo. We ate in Mexico.
Was that inside?
Inside, yeah.
Nice. I've always wanted to do that. They've done that. My mom and my dad have, but I haven't. So
that's good. It was very good, and we had a great time with it. We had no problem with reservations. We had the reservations, and within 10 minutes we were into every place right on time.
So you didn't have advanced reservations, or
we did?
Okay.
Oh yes, we had made them 6 months ahead.
Okay.
What time of the year?
And we had.
What time of the year?
July.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So it's hot and it's packed.
July 9th we arrived. Yeah, okay. It was hot. It was hot. My favorite thing, I have to say, of the different attractions is the Main Street Electrical Light Parade.
Oh, okay.
We like that
I
one
have
too.
to see that, standing on the train station looking down Main Street.
That's a really good
And I guess the highlight was taking my granddaughter there, and she and I watched it, and she absolutely loved it.
Oh, cool.
Aww.
Was that the first?
And then I also took her to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo Boutique.
Yes, I saw those pictures.
Yes. And she had to be there for 9 o'clock, so they actually let you into the park early.
Oh, so that's cool too.
Yes, so if you tell them for a 9 o'clock reservation, they got there ahead of me. They arrived at the park at 8:30, and they were let in so they could walk down Main Street. So Ben has pictures of them being the only ones there.
That is so cool.
Well, it sounds like Grandma spoiled the grandkids.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Was that the first time?
Grandma spoiled herself.
Was that the first time that you took the grandkids?
Did I ever spoiled them?
Yeah.
It was Linnea and Jacob's first time ever to be there.
Oh, nice.
Aww.
So I was with them the day they walked into the Magic Kingdom. I said I have to be with them.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, I think Casey's been there 4 times.
He's been there a couple of times, from what he told me.
He went twice with his dad.
How old are they?
Lynn is, let me think, 8.
Okay.
So she was 7 when she went, and Jacob was 5.
So what was their reaction?
They loved it.
Yeah.
It was like, they couldn't believe it.
Were they excited to go? Did they know what they were?
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah.
Awesome.
And even Casey. I mean, I think I brought my boys up right because they love Disney and they're adults.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
You know? It's like...
Any other special moments from that trip?
No, the whole trip was just special. We had dinner together every night. We had the best time at 50s prime time.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yes.
Best time. Best time. We had the most amazing waitress.
That's good to know.
Who just picked on my oldest son, and it was wonderful.
That's good to know. We have that planned for this trip too.
Yes, we do. For our group of 8, we're going to that.
He didn't eat his vegetables, and he gave them to his wife, and I squealed on him. So he had to sing "I'm a Little Teapot" in front of the whole restaurant.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
It was great. It was really good.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. We haven't been there in a long time. This will be the first time back with the
We
whole
went
family.
last year, but not with the whole family.
Not with the whole family. We had our oldest son here. He had to sing that "My Little Teapot."
When he was like 10, though.
When he was 10.
No, Ben was 36.
That's great.
All right.
And I love at MGM. I love or Hollywood. I love Fantasmic.
Yes.
I love Fantasmic.
So yeah, that's one of the things I've been saying. We tried to do this last time, and I was not very good at it. But I want to do some of the nighttime things: fireworks, Fantasmic, illuminations. I really want to get that second wind.
I have them all on the schedule. If you just follow it, you could do it.
That's right.
We tried to plan our dinners at the park that was going to be open late.
Okay, right.
So that we could have dinner and then stay later.
Yes.
So you guys kind of stuck together the whole time as you...
No.
Okay.
We went our own ways during the day.
Okay.
And we all met for dinner.
Okay.
Nice.
Excellent.
Because you can't keep 8 people together.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right.
Some wanted to go to the Magic Kingdom and some wanted to go to Animal Kingdom, and so we split up.
So
and it was great.
And you're still together as a family after taking a...
Yes, we are. And we actually drove down.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
And you didn't kill each other.
We didn't kill each other. We had 2 cars.
Yeah, but still, that's a long drive.
But still, yeah.
That's great.
But
We've always
after paying for the trip, we couldn't afford to fly. It was, that was just too much.
Yeah.
Well, if you had
Judy doesn't fly anyway, so.
Yes, we know that.
Well, if you had the cars down there, why did you take the buses?
Because it was easier than trying to park your car.
Well,
Okay.
they had the good bus service at the Art of Animation, so why
And
not?
great
Right?
bus service.
When we used to rent a car, I always liked the convenience, and it didn't bother me. But now that we use the Magical Express and we're staying at the Bay Lake Tower,
There's no point
and the
for it.
cost of the rental is a lot more than it used to be.
And as you said, it's part of the Disney experience to get on their buses and because you do get a lot of good information from bus drivers.
That's true. That's very true.
They're a wealth of information, and if you get them talking, you find out all kinds of really interesting tidbits about the park.
Yeah, I like that. When you get a bus driver that's really in a good mood and they're talking about different things, it's fun.
Yes.
All right.
Now I know you can't do it anymore, but you like the monorail. Have you ever ridden up front with the driver?
Yes.
We have
a long time ago.
You can't do that anymore.
You can't do it
I
anymore.
know.
Yeah.
That's
That was always fun.
some bad apple messed it up for the whole bunch. Sounds like.
Yeah.
I gotta believe.
Sounds like it.
All right,
But
Judy.
that was fun.
Well, I thank you for all those special memories, and I'm gonna give you a couple questions I like to give some of our guests
before we wrap up.
All right.
And one of them is, what would you tell your newbie self if you were new? What would be your advice to that new person going down to Walt Disney World?
Nowadays.
Knowing what you know now with 40 years of experience, but
you absolutely have to stay on the property.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
You cannot stay at some hotel off-site and then drive in every day. You have to be on the property.
Yeah, and right, I agree with you. And why does that? Why do you think staying on the Disney? What's
because nobody treats you the way the Disney people treat you, and when you drive under that gate at the beginning that says "Welcome to Walt."
Oh.
Playing the song in the car as you drive under the arch, you just get that feeling. And as you said on one of your podcasts, Lindsay, you become happy. You become excited inside.
Yep.
It's just a feeling you have.
Yes.
I think if you're...
Because they treat you so wonderfully at Disney.
Yeah.
Everybody. Even the guy that was washing the windows in the morning would say, have a great day, where are you going? They were wonderful.
100%.
Yeah, stay on the property.
Thank you for that. And I think I've never stayed off property. I know people will do it to save a few dollars, and I can appreciate wanting to save a few dollars, but take my advice, take Judy's and Lindsay's advice.
Closer you get to the park,
and
the more magic.
24 hours a day, get that special magic.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you were to pick a favorite or special moment throughout the last 40 years of going to Disney World, is there one thing, or can you get to one thing that you can remember that was just extra special?
That's a tough
Is that
question.
real tough?
That's a tough one.
Do I got to hit pause?
That's a toughie. Boy, there's so many special moments. Going there for your honeymoon is amazing.
Well, yeah, I was going to say.
It really is a great place to go for your honeymoon.
Oh, yes.
It really is. That was really neat to kind of discover it together.
And it was the first year it was open.
Yeah, and to realize what it actually has become since then. So I guess I have to say going on your honeymoon was that was awesome.
And that was just the beginning, too.
And then to be able to bring my whole family down, my grandkids, and that was great.
Yeah, and
it was great to see it through their eyes.
We're hoping we're bringing a newbie down there. My son Harry's girlfriend for the first.
Technically a newbie.
She's been, I think, when she was 8 years old. Something like that.
So she was little, but she never experienced the Disney with us the way we do Disney. You really get the whole experience.
It's got to be kind of special to bring it's got to be pretty special to bring your grandkids and see their.
Yeah, it was.
And to provide that for them.
And to feel their excitement before we went there, and it was just great to be with them that first day.
Yeah.
And to go into the Magic Kingdom with them the first time. Because I don't think they had any idea what to expect.
No, how could you?
They had no idea. And the first thing we did when we got in, there was the mayor. We were chatting with the mayor.
Nice. Yeah, I love the mayor.
We love the characters that walk around the park.
That is one of the things on my must-do is to really interact with the characters when we're down there.
Yes.
We're going to do that.
Ken's not so much. I'm the one who's standing at MGM dancing to whatever rock music is playing, and, he's off getting an ice cream or something. I have to see all the shows and...
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna jump up and down like crazy, man. When we go to Indiana Jones, I want to be an extra. I didn't post this yet on Twitter, but I was gonna put out there. When you're an extra at the Indiana Jones stunt show, do you think Hollywood is going to recognize you or discover
your undiscovered talent?
I can tell you, being an extra, where the American Idol part is, right? When you come watch American Idol. Well, that used to be, they used to play old-time TV shows, and they would pull people from the cast to interact with the people on the TV. I got pulled in to play with Lucy. And so they had Lucy and Ethel, where I don't know if you remember where they were trying to wrap the chocolates on a conveyor belt.
Absolutely.
Well, they put me in a costume, and I stood there and tried to wrap these stinking chocolates, and there was Lucy and Ethel on the screen so the people in the audience could see me next to Lucy and Ethel.
Oh
my boys were in Gilligan's Island, and they were also on that ship where they threw the water on them on that backstage tour.
Right. Oh, yeah. He's been in that one.
Yeah.
I was Captain Kirk.
Yes.
They were laughing at me, Captain Kirk.
And you know who has been that guy?
Who?
Greg Weingart.
Oh, yeah. On their last trip. They just went down very recently.
Greg Weingart was that guy.
Yes.
Perfect. Yes.
That's one of our ultimate goals is to get my dad to be that guy.
Yeah.
Lindsay says I'm too happy to be.
Yeah, they always seem to pick someone who looks a little bit like they don't want to be there. And kind of like make fun of them, but
I've always got my big goofy smile.
Smiling.
There's just too many memories. There's just
those were good ones.
And then there's the old Imagination with Figment.
Yes.
The original ride, that was great.
I wish I'd seen
bring that back.
I know. I like the new one too, though.
There was
That one's better.
what's an original? I don't know. There was an original Figment.
Oh, yes, there was an original. It was all
With
about
the Dream
Figment.
Maker.
Okay.
He took you through. It was a totally different ride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Judy, I learned a lot today.
Yes.
This was a lot of fun, and we love you very much. Thanks for coming
Well,
on.
thank
our
you for inviting me.
podcast.
This has been great.
You've been a great friend of ours, and we didn't mention this, but we do at our church a puppet ministry called Puppitude,
Yes.
and Judy is a big part of that, as well as Lindsay, and I'm just a roadie.
He comes along for that ride.
I'm just.
And you're our out front guy.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
he is. He's our MC.
I have been the MC over the last year or so, but we had a great time. Thanks for helping us get excited about our trip and telling us about your history, and
You might find me at the airport Sunday morning, man. Just might jump on the plane with you.
we're gonna pick up a bag for you, one of those.
The Vera Bradley Mickeys.
You're Bradley. Yeah, I
Yes.
gave Lindsay some money for that.
And we will pick that. Now, actually, I had a question before we wrap up. Then someone asked me, are those bags only available in the parks, or can you get them online too?
Just in the park.
Just in the park.
Just in the park.
Okay, for the one that you
If you
want.
find them online, they're being sold by someone who's bought them in the park, and then they double the price.
Yes.
All right, for you shoppers, there's some more tips. So we are going to get out for today, and we had an absolute great time. This is the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. We have a great Facebook page. It's getting some interaction. I'm on the Twitter, and we've got the website.com, the Geekin' on Walt Disney World. And Lindsay, you ready to
Yes.
run?
This has been super fun. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening.
All right, we'll see you guys later.